Let me feel your love again.
Yo, what is going on, Papa Fam? Welcome to the 5-day AI Agent SaaS Challenge. Oh, this is going to be fun. Get ready, guys, because this is going to be a 5-day party, essentially. I'm so dialed in for this one. I'm so ready to give you guys the absolute biggest and best challenge we have ever had in the history of the Papa Fam. Get ready, guys. Make some noise and let me know where you're watching from right now, because I want to know where every single one of you is streaming in from. I just want to give you guys a heads up. We have over 5,000 people signed up to today's event. Right now, there is 200 people watching on YouTube, and then there is literally thousands in a viewing room on the website, papareact.com/challenge. That is absolutely mind-blowing. We have never had that level of engagement before. Let me know where you're watching from right now. And guys, welcome to, once again, the 5-day AI Agent SaaS Challenge. Let's go. Boom. Welcome, guys, to the challenge. Look at this. I love it. Look at the chat right now. This is popping off. We got Pakistan, Ethiopia, Germany, Bosnia, Nigeria, Singapore, Sri Lanka, UK, Australia, Serbia, South Africa. That is what I'm talking about, guys. Get ready for this. Seattle in the house. Guys, everyone from America right now, shout out to you guys, because it's early in the morning for you lot. So welcome to the challenge, guys. We got, oh my God, this is crazy. We got Zimbabwe, Paraguay. I can't even read it, it's this fast. If you're watching the replay of this, make sure you go into the chat and see what everyone's popping off about right now. We even got Japan in the house. What is good, guys? Guys, welcome to the challenge. Without further ado, let's dive straight in, because this is absolutely popping off right now. Jay just told me we've got literally 5,000 people signed up to the event, but 2,000 people right now are watching. 200 on YouTube, 1,800 and something. The number's roughly around there inside the waiting room. This is crazy. That means some of you aren't even tuned in yet. Get ready, guys. Let's dive straight into the AI challenge. Let's go, guys. It's your last chance to secure your seat. Most of you already done this, but if you haven't already, papareact.com/challenge. You'll land on this page. Go down here. You can see the timer's up, but I'm still opening the doors for you guys. Go ahead and sign up right now so you don't miss out on getting all of the prizes that we've got to offer. And boy, oh boy, this is the biggest prize pool we have ever had on this challenge. And it's because I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. We just went up to 250 on YouTube and 2,000 on the viewing room. Jay, this is crazy. Wow. Jay, let me know right now how many people total we got. I want to know right now, because this gets me hyped up to keep going. Right, this is absolutely incredible stuff, guys. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Right, let's go into it. Let's go. So before we begin the challenge, we're going to go ahead and dive into it. Why are you in this challenge? Right. So I want to go ahead and give you guys a bit more insight as to, we want to start this with a bit of intent behind this challenge, not just for hype reasons, not just because it's a trendy thing. What is your why? Why are you waking up in the morning or wherever it is in the world you are right now? Because we have international tuning in right now. But literally, why are you tuning in to this challenge? Comment your why. And yes, Jay is the king of gifts right now. So you guys can thank him for that funny gift from the screen. He's honestly killed at this challenge. But let me know right now, why are you inside of this challenge? I want to know everyone's reason right now. And before that happens, and that's the only way I'm going to start into this. So let's see. We have FM Psycho goes, because of my family. Amazing. Gaurav says, to understand the SaaS and business behind it. Amazing, amazing stuff. I appreciate you guys. Jyoti, I appreciate the honesty. He said, I want to win that M3, M3 MacBook. There you go. Somebody goes, I'm here to learn about AI agents. I want to build the AI agents for the marketplace, and I don't know how to. Amazing stuff. We're going to teach you in this. Learn to build AI web apps, to be able to build production grade apps, to become a very useful developer, doing master's thesis about this agent LLM, to leverage AI. Oh, this is it. Yeah, this is crazy. This is awesome stuff, guys. I'm going to go ahead and hide this poll because I can't see anything on my chat. There you go. To level up my coding skills, understand AI with SaaS. Yeah, all of this kind of stuff. Oh my God, guys, we just hit 300 on YouTube. Oh, I love you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. Absolutely crazy stuff. And this is what I was waiting for, to not get replaced by AI. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're going to teach you how to leverage the hell out of it right now. Let's jump into it, guys. But firstly, who wants to see a demo of the app we're going to build? Because that's the coolness behind this thing, right? We're going to go ahead and give you guys a demo right now. Let's go ahead and check out the app that we're all going to be building. And by the way, before I show you this app, remember, the entire source code is getting dropped to you guys for absolutely free on day 5, because why not? All right, let's go ahead and do it right now. Boom. meet your personal AI content agent. Now, the whole theme of this challenge is AI agents. This is not just GPT, this is an AI agent, and I'll teach you what an AI agent is, why they're so powerful, and why I think you should act on this right now, because you could literally go ahead and do, there's a ton of potential behind this right now. Now, the app that we built here, we can go ahead and enter in a YouTube URL. It will analyze the video, give us a transcription. We can generate thumbnails. We can go ahead and discuss the ideas with our agent. It'll give us short scripts, title generations, all of this stuff inside of our tool, right? So essentially what we've done here is we're targeting all of the content creators out there. So we're trying to make their life easier. And this is what I recommend. When you're building any kind of AI SaaS tool, you target a specific niche. So let's go ahead and sign in with the guys over at Clerk. So this made things extremely easy to go ahead and do. So we're going to go ahead and sign into an account right now. I'm going to go ahead and sign into my personal account. And I'm actually on the top tier plan. And guys, I'm not only showing you how to build this, we even have all of the plans, management, all that good stuff. So before I jump into a full demo of this app, Jay, send me a YouTube URL, any video you want, and I'm gonna go ahead and show them a demo of this right now. But before I give you a tutorial of this, we've also integrated the full payment cycle. This is not just an app that looks pretty. This is an app that's gonna generate you money. The guys over at Schematic have made this so easy, guys, to go ahead and do. This is gonna go ahead and get implemented fully. We're gonna have the ability to include certain features, gate the users based on which membership they're in, allow them access to certain things. And notice how we even have usage quotas. All of this is going to be built within 5 days. Yeah, you're probably wondering, how are we doing this in 5 days? I don't know. Trust me, I'm going to teach you all of it in 5 days, including how you can go ahead and allow users to upgrade, change their plans. All of this stuff is calculated, guys. Look at this. We can go ahead and choose between yearly, annual plans, whatever we want to do. And you guys can see here, each one has different tiers. You start off on the free plan. As you can see, I've already upgraded to the creator plan. And then all of this is getting built. And I'm going to teach you how to do all of this without writing a single webhook. Yep, the guys over at Schematic have made it that simple. So this is absolutely incredible stuff. So in this case right now, I'm going to go ahead and share the first video. Jay, give me the full URL because I'm going to try the short one. I don't know if it'll work, but let's go ahead and give it a try right now. I'm going to drop in the URL right now and click on analyze. And as you can see, boom, okay, it works. It's analyzing the video. It goes ahead and analyzes the video right here. So you guys can see we've analyzed it and now it has you stored it inside the database. And we've got our thumbnails, our generations, and the titles, right? So I want to go ahead and show you a full demo of this right now. And in this case right now, I don't know, did it generate my transcription? So the demo gods are a little bit against me right now. So I actually have I'm tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you another video that I've already done. So let's go ahead and do I don't want to show my screen on this one. Let's go ahead and do, okay. So I have another video here, which I did earlier. And I think this is going to be a better example. So here we have it. So cool tech and gear you won't regret buying. So I know a bunch of you might know Olia, awesome YouTuber, but you guys can see here, it's gone ahead and generated all of the metrics for the video. And in this case, this is my current usage quota. And then we have a transcription of the video. So the reason why the last one didn't give in is because I actually disabled the transcript on that video. So that's why I just realized. That's why I wanted to do a different one. So in this case, I have full access to all of the features, but if you're on the free tier or on the lower tier, these will be grayed out. And I'm going to show you how to do all of this. Now, here's the cool part, right? If I go ahead and say, generate me a title for the video, right? Now you're probably wondering, well, Sonny, this isn't actually that cool, but guys, this is tools. This is using tool calls. We even have caching involved in this as well. And not only that, all I'm doing here is I'm allowing the AI to go ahead and access different areas of this. So let's go ahead and see. It's already just from one single line of text, it's gone ahead and it's used 3 different tools. And then it's actually stored this value in the database, guys. And from there, I can go ahead and copy this. And you guys can see right now, if I click on copy, copies to my clipboard, and boom, I have access to it right now. Now it gets even better because let's say, for example, I'm a YouTuber. I want to know how to get, thumbnails. I can click on generate thumbnail. Now you're probably wondering, well, surely on any plan, I will be able to type that in and it'll work. Guys, I've literally limited it. So that way we check on the back end if you've used your quota, if you're on the correct plan, and if you're not, the AI will literally reply and teach you how to upgrade your plan. Yep, it's actually that good. It's honestly next level stuff, right? This is really awesome. This is how we build an AI agent. I'm going to explain what an AI agent is fully as well. It's not just a wrapper. I want to scream out right now. It's not just a wrapper, okay? So there's one thing I want to show you guys. There's a big difference between an LLM and an AI agent. An AI agent benefits from an LLM and the tools that we provide it. Right, so in this case, it's generating an image. And let's go ahead and see what it comes up with, right? And look, you guys can see it's generated an image right now. And I'm going to go ahead and just show you a quick little refresh. So here you can see, look, tech you won't regret. Now, guys, that is usable. I would argue that that is even more clickable than the top one over here. So this is the original thumbnail, and you can see here, boom, it's generated this right here. So this is a content creator's dream. And I can go ahead and talk to it. I can go ahead and do a bunch of stuff. I can even say, generate me a shooting script. And again, these will be, grayed out if we're on a different plan, right? So if I want to change my plan right now, I can go ahead and do so. I'll go ahead and let it generate a plan. But you can see, look, guys, this is huge. As a YouTuber myself, I understand that this is a massive pain point. When I'm producing videos, making a shot script is so time consuming. It's incredibly long. This is going to go ahead and do it all for me. It will give me the titles to go ahead and generate. It will give me the thumbnail for my starting point, and boom, we're going to stick a price tag on this, and then you can launch it. And this is going to be directed to, somebody. Oh, it's a very good question from Liz. She goes, why would I need a shooting script after the video is done? So I completely forgot to introduce the entire concept of this tutorial. So essentially, you take current trending videos, and let's say you want to create a similar video that is already existing in the market. So let's go ahead and say somebody has made, a desk setup tour video. We can go ahead and take the existing video that's done really well, see the metrics of that existing video, and then shoot a similar video which fits our own audience. And this is something which many YouTubers do all the time, all around the time. And it's basically inspiration and sort of thought creation, right? So it's going to help you guys come up with new ideas as to go ahead and shoot your own tutorials. I've done it for desk setup videos. Loads of YouTubers I know do the same thing. And think about it, this is going to save you a hell of a lot of time. Now, if we want to go ahead and change plan, let's go ahead and downgrade this user's plan. And I've set it up in a bunch of different ways. So in this case, we go ahead and do the starter plan right now. You can see I actually get back a bunch of credits if I go ahead and downgrade. So all of this is using Stripe under the hood, and it's going to be completely easy to go ahead and implement. You can go ahead and add different payment methods. You guys can see for yourself here. We're going to go ahead and add in our test card right now. And all of this is beautiful, mobile responsive, and works with just no issues at all. And you guys can see that we get future credits that get applied to our account. Let's go ahead and click pay now, and we should get a fresh quota inside of our plan. And as you can see, like a fresh quota now, we've got our, our estimated billing is going to be now in March 25th. And if I want to see an invoice, I can click on invoices, and it will take me to a direct invoice where I can go ahead and see access to everything that's on the account, right? So now you can see if we go ahead and go back to the previous video, let's go back to my video. You guys can see now the thumbnail generation is disabled. And if I was to even ask it to generate an image, it will go ahead and tell me that it's not allowed to do so, right? So in this case, it will go ahead and show me an upgrade plan and a bunch of other goodness, right? So this is absolutely massively useful for content creators. And it's one of many examples in the world of an AI agent SaaS, where you can go ahead and create value for a niched audience, charge a recurring revenue amount from it, charge a subscription amount from it, and generate monthly recurring revenue. Boom. That is literally as simple as it gets. And this is an AI agent. Now, this video didn't dive into the entire thing. Remember, you're going to get all of this for free. Philip goes, how long will every session be? We're aiming between 1 to maximum 3 hours, depending on what day we are on, right? But I'm going to give you a full breakdown of everything right now. Guys, we're also already at 350 people on YouTube right now. So thank you. I love all of you guys and appreciate all of you. And we're currently at 2,000 in the viewing room. So this is absolutely, I'm honestly speechless right now. So thank you. Destroy the like button if you're watching this, and let's jump into it. So the tech stack for this challenge. What are we going to be learning? You're going to learn all of this. Next.js, TypeScript, JavaScript, of course, it says superset. You got Schematic, which I'm going to introduce you to. Now, Schematic, these guys reached out to me. And when I tell you I was waiting for somebody to solve this in the market, because it's a pain point. I'll introduce you to them properly in a sec, but it solves payments for us. It just gets rid of all the headache. And Stripe is under the hood of Schematic. So we've got Clerk for authentication. Clerk's my guys. They're just the best for authentication, period. Call it what you want. They are the absolute goats of authentication. They make it like you can get integrated in seconds. We have Tailwind CSS, Convex for the database. We are using Claude 3.7. Guys, this was released yesterday night, Claude 3.7, and I've already put inside the build. So yes, your boy is absolutely at the front of his game. Vercel AI SDK to make things absolutely golden as well. Somebody goes, why are you not using Express as a backend? Because we're not dinosaurs, period. I'm using later, greater stuff. That's it, right? Let's see the upcoming 5-day schedule. Okay, let's go and jump in. So day 1 is today. We're going to get an introduction to the challenge, all of the setup behind the challenge, and we're going to introduce you, we're going to set up your Clerk and Schematic accounts so that you can go ahead and get ready for day 2, 3, and 4, which is essentially going to be the building days. And then day 5 is the masterclass. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and, we're going to deploy our personalized portfolio. So I'm giving you a portfolio today if you don't have one, but you can also feel free to upload your own portfolio. You can feel free to go ahead and, follow along the one I'm going to give you, or you could use the modern portfolio on my channel to go ahead and build a custom one yourself. Okay, day 2 tomorrow. This is actually what we're going to be doing. We're going to be starting with the AI agent SaaS app. So this is where we authenticate with Clerk. We set up the Schematic and Stripe integration. This means the payments inside of Schematic and Stripe. How to set up our products, how to set up all of that good stuff, right? Deploy to Vercel. So we're going to go ahead and get this up and running. And we're going to feature the best portfolio submissions from day 1. Now, for anyone who, if a service isn't available to you, this is literally the best that we can do in terms of like applying to the masses. Okay, so this is going to apply to 99% of you. It's going to work, right? So day 2, that's what we're going to do. Day 3, we're going to continue building the AI agent SaaS app. This is where we set up the Convex database. So the database which powers our entire AI, or we're going to actually call it Agent Tube. Let me know what you guys think of the name. Okay, then we have YouTube video processing. I don't know why I said that in an American accent. Processing. And then we have the analysis page UI. So this is essentially the analysis page is the page where we generate the videos and all of this goodness. And then we have the polishing and deploy. That means getting it all looking pretty nicely. And we're going to feature the best app deployments from day 2. Right, so every day we're going to have homework submissions, and those that get highlighted are going to get featured and bonus points for the massive £10,000 prize pool that we have inside of this build. Okay. Day 4, we're going to finish the AI agent SaaS app. This is where we introduce the AI agent aspect of it. Now, what is an AI agent? Quick little summary of it. I'll give you a bigger breakdown in a second. AI agents consist of 3 things. They consist of an LLM. This is, GPT. This could be Claude. This could be Gemini. Whatever it is, we plug in our LLM. Okay. Then we have to give it context. Context is the messages, anything that it can use to observe its current situation and make the judgment or decision on the next action, right? So in this case, if it has a bunch of messages, that's going to help it decide on what it needs to reply to the next message, right? Then we have the golden part, which is tools. Tools is the part which makes an AI agent capable. This is where an AI agent goes from just a simple bot, essentially, to something that can interact with the outside world, whether it's self-driving cars, whether it's a API, whatever the case. Essentially, it gives it a tool that it can execute on. Okay. Somebody says, do I have to pay for the LLM? Guys, I'm going to shut this point down right now. If you want to build a SaaS platform and you want to become a money-making developer, yeah, you can't assume it's completely free, period. That's it. I'm going to shut that bit down from the beginning. If you want to use a free model, you can look at Gemini though. Gemini, I believe, have a very capable free model. But I don't know about the tool calling with it, okay? But let's jump into day 4. So day 4 is going to be subscription tier limitations, how you can go ahead and set all that up. And then we're going to deploy it. And again, homework submissions, okay? Now, make it to the day 5 grand finale to get access to the entire masterclass. This is where I'm really going to share a hell of a lot of secrets and all of the tips and tricks. Everything has been absolutely, huge when we've done this in the past with the masterclass. And it's also going to be an opportunity to announce the winners and also bring on the contestants themselves who not only won, but also, just speak to the contestants, speak to members inside the Papa Fam community and get access to, everyone who's, maybe some of them have built their own SaaS products. We're going to interview them on live on day 5 as well. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And this is something which I definitely recommend you do not miss. And it's also going to be a mandatory requirement if you want to get all of the freebies in the video, right? So Liz Myers goes, question, can an agent interact with me? Ask questions. I couldn't ask a book for 8 p.m. Would you like to dine at 7 p.m? That sort of thing. 100% Liz. You can completely interact with the agent and it can act on the conversation and just select which tool it needs. So you can completely interact with an agent. Yes. And then it will use an intelligent kind of approach to selecting which tool to apply to the situation. For example, if I said generate one title, it will generate one title. If I said generate 3 titles, it will choose to generate the tool which generates the titles 3 times. Cool. Okay. Don't worry if a school is being updated or something like that. Just wait. It's fine. As long as you fill out the form on the website, we got you, right? We will follow up with emails and everything. Do not worry, right? So in this case, we're going to jump through. So who is the guy in front of you right now? You might be new to the channel. Me, your boy, aka Papa React, Sonny. I'm a CEO and founder of the Papa Farm and Zero to Full Stack Hero. We've got over 1,000 members inside of Zero to Full Stack Hero. I just want to teach people to code. That is me in a nutshell. I just want to teach people how to code, and that is it. I own my own software agency, my own software company, and we basically just make educational builds on YouTube, right? So I've been coding for 13 years. It's been fun, and I've not stopped loving it. And right now with AI agents coming in the mix as well, I'm so fired up that I want to teach it to a whole nother level right now. And with that, I've had the privilege of working with some of the top companies around the world. So you guys might know me. If you do, make some noise. I appreciate and love all of you guys. And thank you so much, Charity Smith. I see you in the chat. And yeah, this is me. There you go. Full transparency, right? Have you seen any of the builds? Let me know. All right. If you have, then make some noise in the chat. Show me which one's your favorite build inside of everything right now. But more importantly, enough about me. What can you guys win in this challenge? We do this for you so you can benefit, so you can go ahead and get access to everything inside this challenge. I just want to mention as well, 350 people are on the YouTube stream and 2,500 are on the viewing room that Stephen just shared as well. That is absolutely incredible. It is nuts. Wow. So what can we win in this challenge, right? What can you guys win in this challenge? First place, boom, an Apple MacBook Pro. Firstly, thank you to the guys over at Clerk. They've made this entire thing possible, and the guys over at Schematic for literally powering the entire app the way they're doing it. But guys, the Apple MacBook Pro is the staple of developers. It's the goated machine. I don't care what anyone says. The M3, the M4. We're actually giving an M4 in this challenge. So yeah, the M4 chip. I don't even have an M4, right? So you guys are gonna have a better laptop than me, right? So you guys are gonna get access to this. We're gonna send it out to you. Apple MacBook Pro. That is huge. It's nuts, right? So whoever's gonna get that, like, good luck, right? This is gonna be awesome stuff. You're also gonna get access to the complete mentorship experience worth thousands. This is not just Papa Diamond, but it's also a one-to-one with me, where essentially we go ahead and just do a bunch of your one-to-one mentorship program inside. And by the way, guys, I charge hefty amounts for my one-to-one plans because they're one-to-one, period. That's it, right? So you guys are gonna get access to that as well. So you get a laptop, plus you get first prize and that. And yeah, it's going to be absolutely a huge value proposition, right? Steven goes, that's a $6,000 laptop. Yeah, that's it, guys. We got you covered, right? And second place, we have the Keychron K8 wireless keyboard. Now, this was a staple last time. Some of you guys absolutely love this. I think Steven won this last time, and he's actually in the chat right now. So yeah, you guys can go ahead and win this. The clicky junkie lovers who love that little tap feedback on the keyboards, go for it. I'm a big fan of the MacBook keyboard, but some of you guys who like this, we threw it in there because we want to account for you guys as well, right? And you also get access to the full Zero to Full Stack Hero Platinum course as well. So we just throw it all in. So that is literally going to be a nice little package to keep you up to date with everything inside the tech world. And third place, we have Clerk swag packs. We have access to the GitHub repo. This is where we're going to send you out the hoodies, the mugs, the t-shirts, all the kind of cool Clerk swag pack stuff that we get access to. And that's all courtesy of the guys over at Clerk, as well as access to over 60 of my builds that I've ever built inside of the YouTube channel. So it's absolutely massive. That's ever growing, by the way. So that is a huge value proposition. You guys are going to get access to that. So the key, literally, the absolutely massive win here is the MacBook, in my opinion. So run for first place, period. All right, it's going to be absolutely massive. And then the Keychron, the runner-up prize is awesome, right? Getting a Keychron from a challenge on YouTube, it's sick. I love it, right? Everyone who wants a MacBook, comment down below. I can see you guys. This is absolutely awesome, right? So don't worry, for every single one of you who are participating, we've got participation goodies as well, right? So every single one of you who have signed up, and literally when I mean sign up, you go to papareact.com/challenge and you sign up. You click this button and you sign up. If you do that, and you make it through to day 5, every single day I'm going to give you part of the freebies. And if you hit day 5, I'll give you the code and a bunch more freebies as well. So by the end of today, you're going to get the JavaScript cheat sheet. By the end of tomorrow, you're going to get the next.js cheat sheet. Day 3, a JavaScript cheat sheet. Day 4, Tailwind CSS cheat sheet. And day 5, we've got a brand new React 19 book as well that we're going to go ahead and give you. I literally create these books. It's a lot of work, by the way, so just shouting that one out. And you guys are going to get access to it for entirely free, and they're really handy when you're trying to learn how to code and you just got this in the side for free. Right? You might be wondering, I can use GPT, but this is literally free, so it's absolutely free. So don't worry. Yeah, you can just have this on the side, and you can get this for absolutely. If you just make it to day 5 and you're good, we'll send it your way. And also, guys, this is probably the biggest thing that I could have given away, the AI agent SaaS app source code. Now, that is something which I do not give away lightly. That was a lot of work and you're getting it for absolutely free. So you guys can feel free to build your own apps from it, use it as a case study, launch it, whatever you want to do. Go ahead and you'll get access to that on day 5, right? So those of you guys are competing right now in the chat, I can see you. This is it, healthy competition. I love it. But how do you get prizes and how do we get the points to win those prizes, right? So let's go ahead and jump into the prize sort of situation, the points themselves, right? Firstly, I just want to mention as well, before I dive into this bit, I really do recommend that you stop right now, you go into the description and you join the school community. So if I go to community, was just accepting a bunch of requests, you guys can see we've already got 4,500 members. And then remember, I told you there's 5,000 people that have signed up, and we already had thousands inside the community, which means some of you ain't even joined the community yet, which is nuts, right? Why is my my audio cutting out? I want to fix that. Let me change my song and maybe that'll get rid of that. Yeah, there you go. Okay, cool. So in this case, guys, sign up to this because every announcement that we have is going to be here inside this community. If you head over to the classroom and you head over to the AI Agent SaaS Challenge, I'm going to go ahead and show you right now. You will go ahead and get access to this. And we're going to slowly unlock the goodies inside of this section. I'm the admin, so obviously I can see the drafts that we're going to release. But in this case, you guys are going to get access to, if you go to day 1, you'll get the reminders, you'll get the task for today, you'll get the homework submission forms, as well as the viewing room. As I mentioned, 2,500 people right now are watching it through this room, which is absolutely incredible, right? And then you've also got access to the homework submissions and everything. So this is all over at the universityofcode.com, right? The link is in the description to join this community as well. So make sure you join it. The reason why as well, if you get stuck at any point in the challenge, this is the place you need to go to. If school is not working for you, just literally give it some time. They're literally updating it all the time, or use a VPN and it will work for you. Okay, so sometimes it may not work in your location. So just VPN it, get inside of it. There you go, right? So don't worry, don't freak out. It's all good, okay? How do you get the bonus points? 1 point. Oh, this music is too chill. I'm almost like a bit more upbeat. This is a bit better. So, okay, in this case, 1 point for liking and commenting on every YouTube video and subscribe to the channel. Right, and by the way, guys, I just want to mention, right, AI agents are not only helpful for the app that we're going to go ahead and build, but we also are using it to manage the point system this time around. Before, when I tell you it was a big task, oh my goodness, we would sit there with our little traditional techniques and manage every single point that was obtained to the best ability we can. Now, I sat there for honestly a whole weekend and put together some AI agents to go ahead and get this, right? So the likes on the YouTube video, like and comment on every YouTube video, mainly the comment I can attribute to you, and subscribe to the channel. That one's easy as well, right? So in this case, 2 points. If you tag me on your Instagram story and you use Papa Challenge as your hashtag, all you want to do right now, pull out your phone right now and go ahead and literally take a little picture of this event, tag me in it at Sangha, that is 4 S's, yes. And then go ahead and tag me on your Instagram story, post it, and you're going to get access to those 2 points as well. 3 points for helping someone with their homework. This is probably the most important one that I want to talk about. Help people in the community. Every single winner in the past, we've done loads of events, challenges, by the way. Help everyone in the community. We've even got Aiden in the chat right now. He was the winner of the previous challenge. Help people in the community. You will get 3 points every single time you do it. And this is probably one of the easiest way to get up your points. And it also is the whole point of representing the community. The whole reason why we do this kind of challenge is to build a community of supporting developers who can help each other reach a success, because that is what it's about, right? And then you can go ahead and answer questions in the community, all that good stuff. 4 points if you refer someone to the challenge. Now, all I recommend you do is you tag them in the post inside of school. So once you've referred someone, just tag them saying, I've introduced this person into the community. If that person can comment as well, it makes life even easier, so we don't have to manually check it. So there you go. You can go ahead and get 4 points from it. Somebody said, is this live? There you go. It is live. 5 points each homework submission. So every time you go ahead and submit your homework, you get an extra 5 points as well. And this is probably one of the most important. You get 20 points if you've submitted for every single day. So if you go up until day 5 and you've got all your homework submissions in, then boom, 20 points as well on top of it, right? But we got bonus points, and this is the big one. So these are the ones which I recommend you lock in right now. Sip your coffee and pay attention, right? Right now, inside of the bonus points area, 50 points for setting up Schematic through our link. So if you go ahead to schematichq.com/PapaReact and sign up for our link, this is because one, they're an amazing platform, so you should absolutely know about them. They've solved a massive pain point for me, which is why I'm using it inside the challenge as well. And they are massively helping us out with the challenge. So if you go through the link, they know that you came from the Papa fam. It helps us out and it allows me to do challenges like this for the indefinite future. Okay, so go through the link that we have given inside the description. You have to for us to attribute it to you. Okay, so go down to the link, schematichq.com/PapaReact and sign up right now. 50 points as well for going through our link for Clerk. Again, why are we doing this heavily? Why are we pushing the points on that? Because it really does help us do this more. And that is the whole reason why I do this, because it allows me to give this much value to you guys for absolutely free. And it allows the Clerk and Schematic to know that you came from the Papa fam and that you're an OG from the Papa fam, right? So everyone who said the score wasn't working that used the VPN says it now works. So there you go. There's a little hack around getting it, right? So in this case, boom, 10 points as well. We can go one step further. When we implement Clerk for the authentication, I want you to pay attention and literally customize it to your best ability using Clerk elements, okay? So from day 2 of the challenge, this is gonna be an opening, this is where you can go ahead and do this. So if you've set up Clerk from previous challenges, good, you've got a head start. But in this case, if you've already done the setup, go ahead and improve it with Clerk elements. And then literally that part, I'm literally saying to you, go and do it. And that's the challenge, right? I'm not going to hold your hand through that bit. I'm going to literally teach you how to do the basic setup. And then afterwards, your customization is going to earn you the points, right? And if your build gets featured, we're going to give you a massive amount of extra points, 10 points for every single submission. And yes, you can get featured multiple times if your work is very good, okay? There you go. And look at that. We've already got people helping each other out. Mohammed Azim, there you go. Code with Aiden. For the day 1 homework, the screenshots, are they the landing page with Papa Fam, or the dashboard? Guys, yeah, so once you've actually gone ahead and actually signed up to any of these platforms, for example, Schematic or Clerk, once you're inside of your dashboard in the logged in state and we can see your project ID, just screenshot that, upload it as your homework submission. There you go. Peter says, I think I already have 100 points already. Yeah, amazing stuff. Patek says, hey, how are the points tracked? We do so much work to track that. It's crazy hard. But yeah, we figured out ways. And plus AI agents internally are now used. So we've got loads of things internally we set up, right? And then 10 points for adding any new features. So we didn't do this in the past, but I want you to go ahead and do this as well, right? So I want you to go ahead and take the build that we do and add new features to it, because we're going to go into every single deployment URL and check ourselves to go ahead and get it all tested out. Jay will drop my Instagram link for anyone asking. You guys are asking in the chat right now. So guys, you can see here, if you add any new feature, go above and beyond, 10 points for every new feature. There you go. This is a true challenge. No more like getting by just following along with me. Add new features and get more points, right? Extra points for posting helpful comments and posts in the community space. So if you ever, if you ever get into a situation where you've discovered something which everyone else might get stuck on, then really, really go ahead and share that in the community. The more likes that post gets, the more points you're gonna get. Okay, so in this case, it's all about community and engagement. That's what we're about. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what the homework is soon, don't worry. These are some of the previous challenges as well. Now, this is absolutely huge. You guys can tell, it's ain't my first time doing a challenge. They just get bigger and better every single time, right? So in this case, let's go ahead and see what some of the previous members have accomplished, as well as some of the winners from the previous challenges. We've got Aiden. Boom. Aiden was hugely successful in the last challenge. He's even launched a couple of his own SaaSes, and I personally mentor him now because he was #1 winner in the previous challenge. And there you go, guys. He's landed 3 freelancing clients since he started. And also, guys, he's young. Aiden, drop a comment in the chat right now how young you are. But Aiden is young and he absolutely crushed it. So guys, yeah, there's no real age limit here. You can come in as a youngster, you can come in as a bit older. It does not matter. Go ahead and join this challenge. This is the place to be. Okay. Stephen Watkins, yes, he's in the chat as well. Absolutely incredible runner-up winner. He landed a senior web dev job right after the challenge, guys. You can see for yourself, this is real stuff. This is why I love the challenge so much, because inside of these challenges, we just get the most incredible members join, and you guys get to get exposure to that kind of community, which is just priceless in my opinion. Aiden is 13 years old, by the way. Let that sink in. Absolutely incredible stuff. Huge. Brian Huff. Brian is my guy. Brian is one of my actual one-to-one students as well. He now speaks he's an AWS hero. He speaks at conferences. He has his own software consultancy company. He's killing it, right? He's somebody else who came in through a challenge. We've got Alex Eklund, Papa Diamond member, came in as a challenge, absolutely crushed it as well. He's now literally flying around the world. I did a podcast with him as well. You guys can go ahead and check that one out. Dash and Adil literally came in through a challenge. They now work inside of their own consulting company from the Papa fam. So they literally built their skill set up. Now they have their own consultancy company, and we hire them as well inside of our software house. So this is absolutely incredible. You know, the capabilities. We have Gabriel Graves, 6-figure job at PayPal. Rocky Morgan works at Masterclass. Literally Gary Ball, front-end developer job. Juan Inzarnez, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, got a promotion through the mentorship in the course. Monwar Khan, Fabian Van Dyke, Luke Menton. Guys, you guys can see for yourself, the list goes on and on and on. Samuel was a winner of the Netflix challenge and is absolutely killing it. So you guys can see, if you want to be added to this list of greatness, then you need to go ahead and absolutely dive into this challenge and give it everything for the next 5 days. All right. And by the way, I'm hoping that the weak ones drop off. I want the true people who are ready to commit and change their life to be a part of this challenge to day 5, because that's what the community is about. We don't want anyone who's here to complain. We want people to absolutely crush it themselves. And you guys can see right here, this is it's endless. I have lists and lists of this stuff. We even have Alexander won 2 hackathons very shortly after the Web3 challenge. ACOS landed a massive job after the challenge. Rogers is my guy from Kenya, absolutely killed it. Literally like 10x, I think it was 10x or 20x or even more than that, his salary when he joined the Papa fam. It's absolutely nuts how many people are changing their lives, and I want every single one of you to be inside of that list, and you can and will be if you give me the energy to go ahead and succeed, right? And this is just what the community is about. Everyone that you just saw is part of the Papa Fam community. All you need to do to join the Papa Fam community is become a member at universityofcode.com. And yes, we do have a paid community through at Full Stack Hero, but we've got a massive little offer for you guys in day 5. If you want to stick around to then I'll go ahead and somebody's just dropped a funny comment. I'll go ahead and give you an offer that you will not refuse to join that, right? Guys, talked to over 4.4K members. We actually have over 4.5 now. It's absolutely nuts. So yeah, it's been insane. And by the way, as I mentioned, 5,500 signups already, which means some of you haven't even joined the bloody community yet. It's insane. Go and join it. It's crazy. And we have over 1,000 Papa Fam members inside of Zero to Full Stack Hero. It's just nuts. It's madness, right? So where do I post to get those extra points that we spoke about? Again, University of Code, you just go here, click on write something, and then you type it in and click post, right? Simple as that. We've got loads of categories to help you out. If you want to post relating to the challenge and be found very easily, AI Agent SaaS Challenge for the category is the easiest way where we can find you. Okay. And then, as I mentioned, everything that you need is in the Classroom tab. Also, by the way, download the iOS and Android app for school. It's going to help you a ton. You get notifications. You can also chat to me. You can also do a bunch of stuff inside of here, and you get all of the announcements as well, including all the challenge announcements here as well. Jay, very nice. We didn't have this last time. Very nice. I did not know we had that. That's super cool. As you guys will now see the challenge announcements inside of there as well. Latest updates, everything, as well as the homework submissions. Okay, so tons and tons of stuff. And yeah, Kobe then goes, Sonny, I started working on a landing page. I saw that you get bonus points for passkeys. Is that with Clerk Elements? Yeah, if you implement passkeys in any capacity, you will get bonus points as well. Cryptic Flow, yo, we got some OGs in the house in this challenge already, guys. Day 1 submission. I'm going to explain the homework soon, and then I'm going to give you access to the homework submission form so you can go ahead and do it. And guys, by the way, before we even started today's live stream, we had over 95 homework submissions. I hadn't even gone live. This is the first time you're seeing this, and people already submitted 95 homework submissions before it even began. Like, I just want to say there's hungry contestants out there. So don't be lazy and slack on this one. Go and get it done. Get the homework done. Look at this. Clerk sign up proof. Look at the screenshots here. Schematic sign up proof. This is it, guys. So if you need help, remember, you can go to the community, ask for help. Everyone will be ready to help you out as well, right? So everyone's been asking me, this one question is burning inside, so I'm going to answer it. Will AI take my job? Oh, somebody's asking that question out here, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, no, it's not going to take your damn job, all right? It's not going to take your job, but the ones who leverage it, they're the ones who are going to take your job. So the developers who leverage it, they're probably going to knock you out of the race. And let me explain why. Because one, they're going to be way faster in what they can do as a developer. I'm going to run through a couple of tools that they use. And also, there's just so much more opportunity by leveraging AI than by not leveraging it. You're going to get left behind. You need to leverage it to be ahead of the game. It's just a fact at this point. Okay, so let's go ahead and just talk about this. World's top companies are using AI right now. Apple, $3.4 trillion company. Nvidia, Microsoft, Alphabet, Google, of course. Amazon, Meta, all of them, here right now are using AI to the max. You can see there's a massive race right now, and they're all just trying to get the best model out and all sorts of craziness, right? OpenAI has got massive investment as of recently. Same with Claude. If you're in United States politics in any capacity, you'll know there are massive budgets, which DeepSeek had a very entertaining slap on, but we're not going to touch that. But yeah, anyway, you guys can see for yourself that the space is booming. The space is heavily getting invested in, and let's talk about how it's going to change the software developer space. Well, firstly, it's the most trending thing right now, right? Beyond anything, beyond blockchain, beyond anything else, AI software is trending massively, and there's good reason for that, and I'm going to show you why, right? It's only going to get bigger and bigger in the software space. You guys can see every year is rising. So as I mentioned before, you might be wondering, why should I listen to this guy? If you don't want to listen to me, just listen to the stats. They tell you for themselves. Go where the demand is at, right? Here's how I personally leveraged it in the apps. I built a ChatGPT clone. And again, yes, these are more simple LLM clones, right? So this was before we were truly harnessing, the tools. However, I did harness tools when we started getting to more complicated clones. So this one was a Siri clone, which was converting my speech to text using the Whisper Open API. And then we had the DALL-E clone, which was using the DALL-E API, which gives us these beautiful images, which we are using internally inside of this build as well. Then we have the Trello clone, the weather app, and another one was a storyteller app. I think it was, I don't know if we have it here, but the storyteller app was an absolutely crazy one as well. And that was using tools, by the way. So that was actually technically an AI agent. Okay, so here's how AI is going to help you in your software development journey. And by the way, stick around to day 5 for the complete breakdown and training as to how I use it personally in my workflow and how I'm going to teach you guys to use it as well. Firstly, it can assist you massively in your coding. So Cursor is a prime example, by the way, of an AI agent. So yes, it's an AI agent because it has access to an LLM, which you can customize. You can change which one you want to use. GPT, Claude 3.5, 3.7, brand new introduced. Right? And it has the tools to change your code. So you see how it has the 3 magic pieces: the model, the LLM, the context, your code itself, and the tools to change your code, right? So that is essentially an AI agent. So that is exactly what it is. It can go ahead and speed up testing phases. I hate writing unit tests. I use AI to do it, period. I'm going to admit that. Debugging as well. You might have heard of CodeRabbit AI. Incredible software, right? There's literally SaaS products which are helping solve problems, and they have access to tooling which allows them to go ahead and comment on PRs and review the code, and basically it just saves you so much time. And some of the developers may miss it as well, right? So this is really going to help you guys out. So this is where AI agents come in. I've been mentioning them a lot, but let's break down what it really is. So if we see here, we have some kind of input into an AI agent, right? So in this case, let's assume this is an AI agent. Now, 3 magic pieces go into it, okay? And I say magic, but in this case, really, I'm just trying to, jazz it up a little bit, but really all it is and simply is a chat model, memory, and tools. Okay, you might recognize this. This is from N8N, which is actually a automation software, which is very powerful, by the way. But it's essentially a way to create AI tools without agents without using code. But in this case, we have some kind of input here, which is in our case is the URL that we're going to pass the video for. Then we have the different model. We're going to be using Claude inside of our build. Then you have the memory. In our instance, it's going to be the chat messages previously sent. And then we give it tooling. In our case, it's going to be image generation, title generation, and any other tools that we want to go ahead and provide it. Okay, so these are the 3 requirements to be classified as an AI agent. a model, some context, for example, the memory, and tooling. And the most relatable way of knowing this, or kind of relating to this, is think about a self-driving car. So I'm going to give you an example here right now. A self-driving car. If you think about this, you might be wondering, well, that's not an AI agent. Well, it technically is an AI agent, because what is happening here is it has some model under the hood, which is the self-driving model that, you know, is proprietary to Tesla. It has context, which is your input. It's just, you know, the vision from the car, what it can see, all the cars around it. And then it has tools, which is essentially how to turn the steering wheel, how to accelerate, decelerate. That is actually an AI agent in action, believe it or not, right? I know it sounds crazy, but in a high level, that is literally what it is, right? Steps of an AI agent that we spoke about: input, the ability to think, and the ability to act. So number one is the input. So something goes into it. Number two, the LLMs process the data and make decisions based on the context, right? And then the third final step is it can take actions autonomously via tools. Okay, so in this case, you can go ahead and actually use tooling to go ahead and act on it. Now, what do I mean by tooling here? Tooling, think of a function, a simple functioning code that can execute, whether it's talking to your database, whether it's sending an email, whether it's making a phone call, whatever the hell it is, that is essentially what it is, right? So in this case, it can go ahead and do that. So why are they so amazing? Because they automate the boring tasks for us. They can allow us to solve really kind of annoying problems. Now, AI agents are not free. They're not, right? I'm not going to lie to you. They're absolutely not free. Gemini has a fairly decent amount of free quotas to it, but they're not free. They're just very, very cheap, and they work 24/7. You just got to feed them tokens. Okay. So in this instance, will AI agents be potentially replacing some jobs out there? Probably, yeah, they will, right? And that's for good reason. They do it really well, but they're not replacing an employee. You still have mistakes. You still have, you know, things which you need to be good at. For example, prompt engineering a good AI agent versus a bad one, selecting the correct model in different situations. For example, Claude is very good with tool functions and tool calling, whereas some models just aren't as good. So you need to know how to build effective AI agents. That's what you're going to learn inside this challenge as well. Right? They don't just think, they also act. As I mentioned before, they have the tools to go ahead and do things on your behalf, such as scheduling emails, sending invites, following up, and so forth. Okay. So Jay's going to answer your chats in the side of the challenge chat right now, so you guys can see loads of things happening in chat. By the way, we're actually at 350 people still on the YouTube channel, and 3,000 people in the viewing room. I'm blown away. This is nuts. If you're watching YouTube right now, just make sure you hit the like button. All right, we already gave the example of the Tesla self-driving car, right? But how can we leverage AI and AI agents? Well, there's frameworks out there, LangChain, LangGraph. In my previous challenge, I talked about LangGraph and we actually used it. LangChain is a very good framework to build with LLMs. LangGraph is a very good, agentic workflow. You might have also heard of Crew AI. These are all kind of, platforms that we can, or like libraries that we can integrate, and communicate to LLMs with to make the whole process a bit simpler. But there is one which actually simplifies things quite heavily and allows us to do quite a lot of powerful features, or allows us to do quite a lot of powerful stuff for fairly not much work. And that is actually going to be Vercel AI SDK. So I'm going to show you how you can use Vercel AI SDK to pretty much build out this app, get streaming, everything working really slick. And we're going to pretty much build this in way more simple terms than you understand. It's going to be a lot more easier than you think. And as you can see here, they support a wide variety. This is only 3 to give an example, different LLMs. Remember we talked about the 3 pieces of a AI agent: the model, the context, and the tooling. As you can see here, these are 3 examples of different models. We have AI, OpenAI, and with the Vercel AI SDK, you can have image input, generation, object generation, tool usage, and tool streaming. We are going to be using Anthropic, which is Claude. And we're going to be using tool usage, tool streaming, image input, and a bunch of other stuff. Image input we're not actually using, but in this case, you can generate images. But I'm actually using a mix, by the way, because our agent will be Claude, and it'll be using Claude 3.7. But when we come to generate images, we're going to make a call to OpenAI, so that way we can use the DALL-E image generation. So I'm going to show you how I can use multi-agents and actually get other things done with different modules. It doesn't have to be in one model, okay? And before I mention as well, right, today we're going to be teaching, you might be wondering, but Sonny, I could just use N8N or an automation suite to build an AI agent. Yes, you can. You can do so many powerful things. And I actually recommend you get good at learning about this kind of stuff. because these are really good platforms. I'm not affiliated with them. They're just really good platforms. We use it internally. We're using it to actually help us out with the point system right now. But what I would say is the reason why we're doing the entire effort of next.js and all this other stuff is because I'm teaching you how to build a product that you can literally package up, charge a monthly subscription for, and make it a secondary revenue stream. And if you persist hard enough, a primary income stream, right? And go all in on it, right? So literally the power is endless, right? As I mentioned before, we have Moti agents now. All of this, by the way, I teach inside of our community, Zero to Full Stack Hero. So in this case, you guys can see Moti agents as well. But you're probably wondering at that point, this sounds like a lot of work. We're going to need a lot of team, right? Members, right? To build this kind of stuff. Nope, you don't. You don't need a lot of people in your app. In this 5-day challenge, you're going to see for yourself, just by following along for absolutely free, you're going to be able to go ahead and build the entire thing by yourself. And then probably, I'm not going to say you can do this, but you can start, thinking about replacing certain tasks or roles with AI agents, right? So in that case, you're the one to replace jobs to some degree, right? So we're going to let's talk about a couple of case studies. Case one, high schooler Zach Yadigari. I don't know if he's going to see this, but guys, he is a high schooler and he made 1.72 million from his AI micro SaaS company. Absolutely crazy. He finished his high school midterms and he made $1.72 million. It's mind-blowing the amount of money that is in this. Magnifique had 2 people, so you can literally partner up with the co-founder. Again, the whole point of being in a community like the Papa Fam is you have access to other people doing what you're doing, right? So you can go ahead and pair up with them. So many people inside of our community do this. Magnifique went from 0 to 10,000 monthly annual recurring revenue in just 1 year. That's huge. That's awesome. SEO bot with 1 person, guys. He done this on the side, by the way, right? This guy literally is an SEO autopilot, AI, and essentially 0 to 1 million a year recurring revenue in 9 months, right? And then it's huge. This is so much, potential in here. You guys can pair up with each other. You can do it yourself. I'm giving you real examples because I want this to inspire you. And then you're probably wondering, well, these are the people who succeeded, but what if I don't succeed? Well, there's a positive outcome there too. Meet Josh Pigford, right? This guy went ahead and built tons of different startups, right? They may have not made $1 million a year. Instead, he sold them separately and made $70,000 just by selling his micro SaaS side businesses. So this is literally, it's huge, right? What you can do with this stuff. So even if you have an idea, don't underplay it. Don't, rule it to the side. If it doesn't work, you could even sell your ideas. Tech tip business. These Sonny memes are cracking me up each time. Thank Jay for that. Meet Alex too. So I don't know if you guys remember, but the $1 million webpage, that guy went on a crazy journey afterwards. App, Calm. And you might be wondering, you've seen this somewhere. Guys, that's a $2 billion app. And essentially it's a SaaS wrapped in an app. It's a meditation suite that is literally just charging a monthly subscription. And he's now valued at $2 billion for an app. That's incredible, right? The stories can keep on going, but the truth is that you can do this. And as I mentioned before, that high school kid is making 1.72 million. So the next time someone tells you it's a fad, you can't do it, tell them to shut up and just get in line, right? So literally just focus on yourself and get this done. Just like the dot-com boom, this is how I see it playing out. This is the next revolution, and you're lucky enough to be sitting in a situation right now where you can leverage it and act on it right now. It's honestly a gold mine, but it's not going to be a gold mine forever. In maybe 5-10 years, everyone's going to be knowing this, doing this, just like the dot-com boom, and the competition will be a little bit trickier to get your hands into it. But right now, it's so new that if you provide a simple level of value, it's huge, right? You can literally $9.99 a month for somebody, if you're delivering them value, it's huge. And to you, this is so much potential in profit. Okay. They're in the infancy. Take advantage of this now. I had to literally tell Jay off because he had a GIF here before, which was just not okay for YouTube. Okay. So literally throwing that one out there, right? So in this case, here's how I leverage AI agents. We built them on the channel. So we've literally got tutorials where we've, gone ahead and used IBM Watson for this one here. I built an AI help bot. We even built a generative AI storyteller app as well. This one was using tooling. So these are 3 examples of other builds that we built on the channel using tools to go ahead and succeed. And it's absolutely awesome. But you're probably wondering as well, how do I make money from my apps, right? So this is where AI arbitrage comes in. So as I mentioned, this 5-day training is not just about showing you how to build an app. You know, somebody says, when does this start? It's literally starting right now, guys. This is starting, okay? So AI arbitrage, what does that mean, right? So let's look at a scenario right now. Mr. Beast is a creator, okay? He creates videos. And in that process where he creates a video, there is a image generation step, there is a scripting step, and then he has to shoot and release the videos. What we're gonna do is we're gonna target this niche right here, right? We're gonna target the image generation step and the scripting step. So this is a pain point. I know it because I feel it. You know, I struggle with this myself, right? This is very tedious, it's long. I hate scripting. I hate it. But it's something as a YouTuber, you typically have to do, right? You can't remember every single thing in the world. So scripts are important. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an AI agent to solve this issue. And this is essentially the app that we're building, AgentTube. Okay, this is essentially the app I'm going to teach you to build and give you all the entire source code for free. So let's think about it now. Now we've targeted this problem. We now are helping out with the idea generation and the scripting. And let's say, for example, we're going to charge $9.99 a month. For a creator, this is a no-brainer. $9.99, I would pay it in a heartbeat if it saves me time with the scripting process and if the app is good, because it allows me to create more videos, and therefore the cost of $9.99 is easily covered up. Now, here's the game changer part, right? Firstly, it's just a simple context. Harry makes 1 video. Jim uses our platform, makes 5 videos instead by leveraging the app. Be a Jim, right? Keep it simple. You want to be like a Jim. Use the AI tools to your advantage, right? And be the one who creates the AI tool. But here's the crazy part as well. Yesterday, and just yesterday, Claude 3.7, which is actually an incredibly powerful model, got released last night. And because your boy, it doesn't sit on average, he went ahead and implemented it into the app. So yes, you guys heard it here. This app is using Claude 3.7, right? Be a Jim. Right, getting back to AI arbitrage, what does this mean, right? So in this case, this is a bit small to see, but I want you guys to pay attention to this right now. Right? When we use an AI model, for example, Claude 3.7, right? And Claude 3.7 is considered one of the expensive models, okay? And I put the air quotes in because I want to kind of put this into context right now. $3 will buy you input token, 1 million input tokens, okay? 1 million input tokens. Now, let's just say, for example, you've got a user at 9, and I'm talking high level. Yes, somebody can come at me for like, you didn't cover every single corner case. Well, shut up. I'm trying my best, right? So $9.99, let's just say a month, right? Per user. That means technically you buy the capacity of 3 million input tokens. Yes, there is output tokens as well, but just trying to keep it simple, high level right now, right? $9.999 gives you 3 million input tokens, okay? So just by charging 1 user, you cover the cost of your tokens, provided your app isn't obviously someone where they can spam the hell out of it and just rack up your bill to an infinite amount. So obviously common sense is in the picture as well. But this just goes to show you where the cost of using AI is not that high. But if you go ahead and charge a fee, which also is not that high, $9.99 is not very high for somebody who is, for example, a creator. So you're targeting a niche, you're solving a problem for them, and then the cost of the actual service under the hood is not that high. But because you wrapped it in a nice sort of package, you've delivered it in the form of UX, the user experience is so easy. I say wrapped, but it's essentially you've built a tool that has basically helped them in such a way. They're happy to pay $9.99. You make profit. Your monthly profits can be absolutely huge. This is why we got teenagers making a huge amount of money. It's absolutely incredible. Okay, so this is just a prime example, and not to mention there are ways to optimize your models, right? There is literally things such as prompt caching, whereby you can basically cache certain tokens and then you can read them for really infinitely cheap amounts, right? I say infinitely, but it's like a huge discount, right? So in this case, so per user, you can afford 3 million tokens per month. Essentially, on a high level, yes, that's how we can think about it, right? And now your question would be, is a user going to use 3 million tokens a month? I use AI all day long. Have I used 3 million tokens in one sit-down session on one platform that I'm paying for? Probably not, right? So in this case, you can guarantee you will make a profit. And by the way, that's just touching the surface. Remember when I told you can mix AI models together? This is where it gets really powerful. I'm going to show you how you can use one model, which may be more expensive, to handle the intelligent part of the or tooling, the intelligent problem area. And then for the simple question or the classification problem, I'm going to show you how you can use a very, very cheap model such as GPT-4o Mini. So in this case, you don't have to always use the expensive Claude model, right? You might be able to use Claude for the main question. However, you might use GPT-4o for the really quick classification. And by the way, there's a massive difference in cost. For GPT or for Claude 3.7, $3 per million token. For GPT-4o Mini, it's literally 15 cents per million tokens for GPT-4o Mini. Do you see the difference now? So everyone who says, oh, it's expensive, shut up. It's not about being expensive. It's about your model is not correct. I'm not going to be the one to call you out on it, okay? Your pricing model sucks. All right, so in this case, you can actually save up to 90% of token costs if you use prompt caching. It's absolutely incredible. And yes, you can use Gemini to try out stuff for free because they even have a free a token that you can go ahead and use. And that's only for one user, by the way. Imagine you scale up to 100 users or 1,000 users. I'm going to teach you how to launch, how to market with Product Hunt and all these kind of platforms. And you guys can do it yourself for absolutely free, essentially, right? The marketing part, right? You can market for free. Somebody says, so it's not free. Guys, oh my God, like, I'm going to pop your bubble there. It's cheap. It's cheap. If you want to make 6 figures and 7 figures and build the ultimate SaaS in the world, if you think you can do it for free, show me how. I will buy into you, whatever you have, right? But in this case, it's about arbitrage. It's about using a cheap service such as, you know, like a AI platform and then charging a $9.99 or whatever recurring subscription from it and absolutely booming your business from it, right? So I'm going to essentially show you how to leverage AI arbitrage in this challenge. This guy is so funny, it's crazy. All right. So apart from AI agents, are there any other tools that we can use to help our development journey? Yes. We have authentication tools. For example, Clerk. Clerk are absolutely awesome. We use Clerk in a ton of our builds, guys. Clerk, if you don't know who they are, they're honestly the kings, the goats of, you know, authentication. The reason why I use it is because it just makes authentication seamless and effortless, right? We literally use it inside of this build. It uses, you know, you can do all kinds of authentication in Clerk, multi-factor, passkey, session management, email and SMS one-time passcodes, magic links, advanced security, webhooks, bot detection. Everything is baked into it, like by, you know, out of the box. It's just easy to implement this, and they've literally worked with any framework. So regardless of what your preference is, obviously I have a clear preference here. It just works, and it works with a bunch of different backends. We're using Convex. Okay, so these guys know what they're doing. I work massively with Clerk because they are literally, I believe in them. They're huge. They're so successful in what they do. And for anyone wondering, oh, but there's a cost associated with Clerk. Again, guys, I want to stress the annoying thing here. Guys, they give you 10,000 monthly active users for free. 10,000. If you have 10,000 monthly active users and you can't make $25 from 10,000 active users, your pricing model sucks. Exactly. That's the facts. And I'm going to be the one to tell you that in this 5-day training because no one else will maybe tell you that, but that's literally it. Okay. So you need to go ahead and understand. And yeah, you might be running, but I want to build my own authentication, blah, blah, blah. I'm teaching you how to think product as well, not just dev, but think product as well. And this is what a lot of devs team tend to miss. They just think about building. They don't think about a product and, you know, a lot of these kind of things as well. So think outside the box, bigger picture stuff, right? Clerk, handle the authentication, offload it, focus on building a good product. That's literally facts, right? So in this case, like I mentioned before, they do a ton of different things inside of Clerk. They're trusted by, you know, tons of startups, including Vercel and Stripe, which we're using in today's build, right? And they have tons of SDKs, tons of integrations. And, you know, there's even better this time because we haven't just used a product like Clerk, but this is the first time I'm introducing something to you guys, which is absolutely so powerful, Schematic. Schematic reached out not so long ago, to be honest. It might have been about 2 months back, 3 months back. And guys, as soon as I saw them, I just believed in them from the get-go. Schematic essentially solved the problem that we all were having, but just didn't realize, right? They handle payments. They handle the entire flow. So in this entire build, I don't touch a single webhook besides when I'm setting up Clerk and doing a custom little integration. But typically the Stripe integrations, all this kind of stuff, I don't touch it, guys, right? We've also got Baha in the house. What's up, dude? Right? I don't touch any of that. It's so easy to set up payments using this. You guys can see they have drag and drop in components, and it literally works out of the box. So we literally have a drag and drop builder, as you can see right here. And I'm going to teach you how to get all of this set up. And then inside of our application, you guys can literally just drag and drop those components in. It's literally nearly enough that simple. And then you have all of this functionality, fully mobile responsive, supporting the entire application. And as you can see here, it does all of this, including calculating the time, the proration, all this stuff, including saving the details and all that kind of stuff out of the box. We don't mess around with any of it. It does it all. Schematic is a GOAT in this space. And I'm surprised no one else has come along, you know, for the longest time. This is why when they came out, it was a huge, huge breath of fresh air. I intentionally, you know, pushed this heavily to go ahead and work with these guys. And also I've got them inside the school community. So if you have any questions about Schematic or Clerk, members of the team are also in the Clerk, in the school community. So I've literally got them all inside the mix as well. Somebody goes, nice desktop background. Yeah, thank you so much, dude. Yep, Japan for the win. So Schematic is so powerful. They have feature flags which allow us to, you know, disable and enable certain features based on what tier we're in. It has a bunch of different things such as, you know, dropping components. For example, the pricing component that I showed you about before. Metering. This is such a needed thing inside of our apps. We don't think about it. When you try to build an app and you try and track metering and token usage, it can be a painful experience. You just want a solution that just works. But the problem is that there's not a lot about this, right? It's a bit of a headache. Schematic are here to go ahead and, you know, absolutely make this effortless. It's so easy to use. And I'm going to show you how we can do all of this in this build. Metering, by the way, is exactly what we see here. You see how we have certain generations, certain amounts being used. This is essentially what's going to go ahead and give it that, right? Even invoices, these things are all things you have to think about when you're building an app. It makes sense to use a platform which offloads this. Again, they have a generous free tier, which once again, if you cannot afford their paid plan, by the point where you get that many users, your pricing model sucks, period. I'm going to tell you time and time again, right? So that's exactly what I'm here to do. I'm trying to get you realistically thinking about building real SaaS businesses. And it's pixel perfect UIs. It just looks awesome. It's clean as hell. I love this. And I work directly with their team as well, right? So they're actually sponsoring the event as well. They're absolutely awesome. And as you can see, they have a direct integration to Stripe to go ahead and make everything work out of the box, right? So by the end of this challenge, you're going to know how to leverage AI agents and AI arbitrage to make money monthly. Yeah, big. Launch your own SaaS application. And by the way, I'm giving you the entire code for absolutely free. Craziness. And I'm going to give you an absolutely huge training as to how you can crush it as a modern full stack developer for 2025 and beyond. And that doesn't just mean the career route. So as you can see, the landscape's changing. How you can leverage AI to become a more effective developer. How I leverage it personally in my own workflow. I will share all of this. And also how you can go ahead and leverage it to build out your own SaaS products. Because my philosophy is, one income stream is not secure. It's crap, in my opinion. There is no security. You should have several forms of income streams. You should have several apps that are generating some money. It doesn't matter how much it is. If they generate something, it helps, right? So all of these things are going to be a part of the training, how you can go ahead and get your dream job, how you can go ahead and keep your dream job by not getting overtaken by the guys who are leveraging AI, and then how you can take all of these skills and build side projects which generate you more money, right? And again, it's not fluff. Our students do it themselves. I do it myself. This is the goal which you should be aiming for. And this is what I'm aiming to deliver inside of this. And in the midst of all of that, we give away so much for free. It's stupid. So you guys are going to get a ton of stuff for just being here. You're going to be as excited as this dude by the end of day 5. I can promise you. Before we start day 1, remember, like I said, pull out your phone, snap me on Instagram over there, tag me, put on your story. Day 1. We're going to go ahead and launch Personalised portfolio. Why do I do this inside of challenges? You probably are wondering, you know, you might be new to a challenge, in which case, welcome, what's up? But if you're new and you're coming back to a challenge from before, I do this because CVs are just crap. I'm sorry, they are. They're just, CVs are dated. There's a whole stack of CVs sitting on your employer's desk every single week. I don't like the approach. I would rather have a CV which just says go here with literally a massive fat URL saying go check this out. And it's a website to a digital portfolio. I'm giving you a basic one. I'm giving you one which is on my, GitHub. It's public, and I'm giving it to you right now. So you guys can go ahead and sign up, and I'll show you how we're going to deploy this and get this all set up. So I'm giving you a full personalized portfolio, but you do get bonus points if you either build my modern portfolio on the YouTube channel, or you go ahead and build your own. If you have your own portfolio, submit it, deploy it, whatever it takes, just get it launched, and then go ahead and submit that as your homework submission, because this is going to be, a vital piece of your career when you go ahead and apply for jobs and everything else. It's proof in the pudding, essentially, right? So you can go ahead and optionally build, our modern portfolio, or build your own, right? So if you have your own, feel free to go ahead and use it. Digital Alchemist goes, look, everyone, my resume never got me work. My portfolio site landed me my business partnership and other clients. Facts. Absolutely facts. Siren, same thing as well. Everybody who is a developer should have their own website. You're literally saying, I develop websites, but here's a piece of paper. I think it's stupid. I think it's the dumbest thing ever, and it doesn't make any sense to me. And by the way, for anyone who wants to call it out, I went to university. I did a master's degree. Have I ever spoken about it? No, never. I don't use it ever. So anyone who's wondering, oh, you have to go to the university route, you do not. You just need real world experience. And the first step in that is, if I build websites, here's my website, which represents me. It's common sense. I'm sorry. It's just straight up to the point. Common sense. Okay. So in this case, build and deploy your own. I'm also going to be setting up our Clerk account. So you go to this link, and it's also in the description. And again, remember, 50 bonus points if you go through this link, because it attributes it to us, which helps us do this for free more and more, which is why I want to go ahead and do that, as well as Schematic. Go ahead and sign up to the link in the description. So I'm going to run you through all of this right now. Let's jump into our day one. And then tomorrow is where we start building our SaaS platform, right? We're going to get into all of that goodness in day one tomorrow. So let's jump into day one and set up. I'm going to show you what you need to do today to be a part of this entire challenge. Well, firstly, like I said, go to school, right? universityofcode.com, be here, go to the classroom, and you can see for yourself the AI agent challenge. The reason I'm running you through this is because in case you get stuck at any point, I'm also going to shoot Loom videos, all that good stuff to make it literally, I'm going to hold your hand the entire way. If you get stuck, post it in the community. I am checking this thing every minute of every day for the next week. Okay, go to here, challenge, 5 days challenge schedule, go to day one, and you've got a replay of the video. You can see for yourself what we're going to be doing. This is all the steps for day one, what you need to do, and then your submission link and the viewing room if you lose access to it. So save this link, the viewing room. You can literally watch back the video, today's video. You get all the instructions, and you have a homework submission form as well. If you want the homework submission form directly, you've got this link here. Every day is the same situation. Okay, you want to put your full name in, your email address, your Clerk sign-up proof screenshot, Schematic sign-up proof screenshot, and your personalized deployed resume link. So let's go ahead and do this ourselves. So the first step, go over to this link, go.clerk.com/Sonny. I'm going to click on this right now, and then boom, you'll land on this link, this page. You just want to go ahead and hit up the sign in. I'm already signed in, so I can go straight to the dashboard. Once you're inside of the dashboard, you want to create your first project. So in this case, you simply want to go to the top. I've got tons from the YouTube channel. Click on create application, and let's just create our first one. We're going to call it the AI agent challenge. Okay. And then you want to go ahead and enable whichever providers you want to support. Click on create application. And once you've done this, this is the point where you just simply take a simple screenshot of this, upload this to Imgur or whatever the case, or even just take the screenshot, go over to the homework submission. So in this case, let's go over to our homework submission here, attach a file, and you just drop it in there. Okay. So that's essentially your homework and how you do it. Same for Schematic. Okay. So over here as well, you want to click on Schematic, click on OK. And now you'll leave. Oh, look at this. Boom. The team are awesome. They go, welcome, Papa Fam. Use a discount code for 1 month off the team plan. Okay. So you want to copy this. You want to go into the sign in or sign up, I guess. Right. Sign up flow. And let's go ahead and sign up right now. Okay. So in this case, I'm going to continue with Google. I don't know if I have signed up with all of my accounts so far, but I'm going to try and sign up through a new account. So say challenge@gmail.com, and I'm going to pop in a password. So let's go ahead and pop in a password right now. Click on continue. So I'm already logged in. Okay. So in this case, I'm already logged in. So I'm going to do this again over here. So in this case, let me go into a new session and see if I can do it here. So boom. Let's see if I'm logged in this account. I think I might be logged in here as well. Let's click sign in. Okay. So I'm also, no, I don't know if I'm logged in here. Yeah, you already signed in. So in this case, okay, sign in, right? Create an account. Use that when you set things up. This is actually the portal that you'll get directed to once it's all up and running. You'll get a starter template where it'll literally show you part 1, part 2, and part 3. I might be able to show you that here actually. Let's see if we can see it. So let's see on this account, do I get access to it? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I'm signed into my main account anyway, both ways. But anyway, once you get to the admin dashboard, at any point, you know, where you can see your username here, all I need to see is you screenshot this right here. So just grab that screenshot, bam. You don't need to worry about this. I'll run you through how to do all of this, how to set up your custom plans like the free, the starter, the creator plan. And it's seamless, guys. Look, you can actually select your entitlements. All this stuff is so much simpler than you can imagine, and it just works. Right. So in this case, you want to go ahead and Mr. Bean, you want to go ahead and basically grab that, go over to your homework and attach the proof here. Okay. And then the next final step is deploying your resume. And this is so important because it's a core part of you becoming a software developer and representing yourself. Okay. So in this case, you can go ahead and grab the free portfolio template here. So you click on this, click OK, and head over to the GitHub. Now I'm going to run you through this entire thing. You want to click on this, click on copy URL to clipboard. This is a public repo. Please go ahead and star it. You know, it helps out in ways, right? Go ahead and open up a terminal. In this case, I'm going to open up a simple terminal, nothing special here. And if you haven't already, you should have definitely installed Node onto your machine. Okay, so you want to make sure you got Node. I actually use PMPM now, by the way, guys, for package managers as well. So just a FYI in that regard. Okay. Now, once you've got access to it, you want to go ahead and do git clone and paste in that link that we copied earlier. Now, I've already got this open right now, so I'm going to go ahead into my directory and access it. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and do git clone. I also have it here. So I'm going to ignore this next step. I'm just making a folder right now. I'm just going to say challenge, cd challenge. Okay, now here we go. So I do git clone into the directory. Okay. And now this is basically clone the directory, and I can go ahead and cd, which means go into it, and I can go ahead and go inside. And then I just want to do, so you can do code dot, you can do, if you've got VS Code. So most of you are likely using a VS Code here. So Visual Studio Code is free to use. I do use Cursor, by the way. So I use Cursor. I like it. I love what it can do. So this is essentially, yeah, you can use 22 Node. That's completely fine. I use Cursor. I pay for Cursor every month. I think it's awesome. In this case, once you've got your thing down, I'm going to type in cursor dot to open it up. Okay. But if you're in VS Code or whatever the case, all you need to do, guys, is essentially go to the top inside of your code or inside of your editor, your IDE, and click on, if you don't know how to get to this using, you don't have to use Cursor, guys. Feel free to use whatever you want. It's completely fine. Go into the top, go to file, click on open folder, and then you want to find the folder, click on it and click on open. It's as simple as that. It will open it up. Okay. Now in this case, once you've got this down, we have public and source. To get our app built, there's two things I want you to pay attention to. If you go into the source code, you can see a bunch of the source code. This is a basic React app. It's not Next.js, it's a React app. This is purely for the demonstrational purposes of actually setting up your portfolio. Okay. You can feel free to use your own. Again, it's a challenge for a reason. The reason why I'm doing it as a challenge, because if I just gave you everything on the plate, we wouldn't have a challenge aspect to it. So in this case, this is just a template you guys can use for yourself. But if you want to run this one, we can use npm or you can do pnpm. But in this case, I'm just going to keep it simple for you. npm run build. This will go ahead and build. Before you do that, you want to do npmi, sorry, or pmpmi. So in this case, I'm doing pmpmi. And this will go ahead and install all of the dependencies. By the way, PMPM just means that it doesn't bloat our computer with the same node modules over and over again. It downloads it once into a global place in our computer, and then it reuses it and updates if it needs to from that global place. All right. If you like the way I'm explaining stuff, just smash that like button. I appreciate you. Okay, so once that's done, give that a sec. Right, we're going to go to public and resume data.json. And what I've done is I've saved you a bunch of a headache here, right? You just need to go in here and update all the details. It's simple, guys. You go ahead and you put your name in. So you can say, I'm Elon Musk. You say, I'm a CEO of Tesla, but I'm not going to write that. I don't get in trouble, right? But in this case, let's just say I'm Sonny Sangha, CEO of the Pop Fam. I eat, sleep, and breathe React, Next.js, and all that good stuff, right? So you guys can go ahead and do whatever you want to do. And then the image, profile picture.js is actually inside of here. So we have the profile picture. You can feel free to update this with whatever you want and so forth. Update all of the fields and go through. Oh my God, I thought that was my real number for a second. In this case, yeah, go ahead and do all of this and update it all. And then you can see here, once it's gone ahead and installed, we simply run pnpm or npm if you're using that, run build, right? In this case, it will go ahead and build the app. And then afterwards, we can do npm run start. Now, npm run build essentially creates a production build of the app. So it bundles it all up and it dunks it all into the build folder. Okay. Now, if we want to run this, we can test it out by doing npm run start. And if we go ahead and do this, what we will see now is it will be running on localhost. And I'm already running something. So in this case, we can do localhost 3001 and it will run our application. So in this case, you can see now it pulled in those things. Look, CEO, the Papa Fam, I eat, sleep, breathe, React, and Next.js. So you see, I changed that value and it went ahead and changed. So now in this case, you can feel free to update this to all of your details, customize the background. Again, this is the base homework submission. Feel free to get bonus points and do your own customizations. I love seeing people's submissions every single time. By the way, 400 people watching on YouTube, 3,000 on the viewing room. Just saying, mind blowing, nuts. So in this case, you guys can see right here. Go ahead and do this. I'll answer the questions in a second, guys. And then once you have this down, right, you want to go ahead and do the pnpm run build step, which I've already done. And then once you have that, this build folder is the important part. So what we do now is we go over to Netlify, and we're going to go ahead and set up just deploy it using Netlify. Netlify is a very simple platform. It's free. We're going to log into it and I'll show you how simple it is to deploy it on Netlify. You simply go into Netlify, you'll come up to this page right here. And now inside of your code, if you right click it, click reveal and find it, just so you go to the bloody thing here, the folder, and then simply open this up. And where you have the folder, you drag it and you simply drop it in. And this will literally go ahead and upload it. And it will go ahead and give you a deployment URL in just a moment. And now you can see open production deploy. And guys, just like that, you've deployed your app. So right now you grab this URL. So you go ahead and copy that, go to the homework submission, and boom, we have a real URL that everyone can see right now. And just to prove it, I've sent it in the chat right now. So you can see I'm not faking it. That is a real URL and that is a portfolio. So in that case, that's your first step as to getting your own, okay? So mind blown again, Netlify. So that's so easy to do. And that is a React app. Tomorrow, obviously, we're going to use Next.js and we are going to be deploying using Vercel. So every day we're going to incrementally get more and more complex, more and more, invested in this. But I'm warming you up with our day one, which is essentially getting your account set up to your Clerk, your Schematic, and of course, your portfolio. And then of course, once we build this beautiful application, which is going to be our personal AI content agent, we can go ahead, take it, put it on our portfolio, and you can start being on your journey as a developer, right? If you haven't already done so already, okay? So in that case, I'm going to answer some questions right now. I can see right here, Vladdy Vlog says, Sonny, a question. Has to be does it have to be the portfolio that you're showing in uploading, or could it be a portfolio that one has already worked on? Absolutely, feel free to use your own portfolios, guys. Somebody goes, will you really check our portfolio? Guys, I promise you, we actually go through extensively every single portfolio and we highlight them. You can ask members of the community yourself right now. We will highlight them, and tomorrow we will literally show them off before we have before we jump into the technical build for tomorrow. Okay, so literally, no joke, that's all going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be damn awesome. Okay, I definitely for sure. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to pick a winner. That's the truth. I have to go through them. Me and Jay, literally, it's quite fun actually. I'll be honest. Me and Jay go through them all. We start seeing who's invested, who's doing whatever. It's an awesome experience to see how awesome you guys get into things and how invested everyone gets. It's just cool to see a community like this come together. But as I mentioned before, guys, I want to run you through a quick little rundown again. Head over to universityofcode.com and you guys can see how we're constantly approving memberships. Honestly, the membership has absolutely blown up so much in the past 48 hours alone. Liz, I appreciate you so much. She goes, this is so well organized, such fun. Your portfolio defo inspired my current one. I appreciate you, Liz. You're absolutely awesome. Code with Aiden goes, I got Clerk elements and passkeys as well. That is huge, dude. Congratulations as well. So make sure you guys submit your homework. And remember, if you get stuck on anything at any point, you can say, I'm stuck, and explain your problem here. Remember, if you don't explain your problem, no one can help you. So explain your problem, attach anything that could help, select the AI Agent SaaS Challenge, post it. And then people will help you out and you guys can go ahead and communicate. It's the whole point of this challenge is not to be selfish. It's about coming together as a community, because my goal is after this challenge is finished, I will give you the code for the entire, SaaS product. You'll get winners. We'll have that awesome spirit around the community. That's great. But my main question is that you forever after have a community where you can come back to, get each other's help, support each other, and forever go ahead and overcome your problems as a community. This is my goal with the Papa Fam. That is what we do. And that is why we partner up with the best in the world and we do what we do, because the goal is to help, flourish all of our developers so you guys can live the best lives you can live. Right. So I'm just trying to do it so you guys can genuinely just live awesome lives, because I do this stuff day in, day out, and I love it. So there you go. I want more people to do it as well. Michael goes, maybe a dumb question. We never have dumb questions here. Ask whatever you want to ask. But if I try to do npm run dev on my portfolio, it doesn't work any direction. Simply do npm install first. It's likely that you haven't done your npm install first. Okay. But you can do, you also can't do npm run dev on the React one. You have to do npm run build and then npm run start. Okay. And next.js, you can do that. Cool. Now, that's absolutely awesome, guys. I'm going to give you a quick rundown again of what we're going to be doing on day 2 and day 3. So you guys can get a full breakdown of what's going on. And you can also see for yourself, if we scroll down here, you can see we've got the day 1, technical day 1, technical day 2, and day 3 next coming up. And then the grand finale. All the ebooks are going to get released every single day. And we're going to have our prize pool down here in case you forget and you want to get a little summary of what the hell you're going to win in this challenge, right? Day 2, we're going to focus on a couple of things. Foundation, building out the landing page. We're going to build the pricing and the authentication. So essentially what I'm talking about here is all of the good looking stuff, right? So this right here, the landing page, the authentication, we're going to build out the pricing as well. So we're going to get all your products set up in Schematic, your Stripe, all that good stuff as well. Right. And then we're going to have the database and video analysis part on day 3, which is essentially going to be when we analyze a video. So essentially this part right here. So right here, obviously this is not tuned for this because we don't have a transcript here, but we'll go ahead and still try to. You can see, there's no transcript, so it's not going to actually transcript this one. But as you can see here, we're going to go ahead and set this all up in day 3. So the database aspect, the entire UI around this. And day 4, we're going to build the actual core functionality, the tooling, the image generation, the title generation, the gating. So you know how we can gate users based on which membership you're in. All of this is going to get done in day 4. And then day 5, of course, we have the masterclass, which is where we come all together. And if you guys have enjoyed today, think about what the masterclass will have. Day 5 is where we literally are going to go through I'm going to be as transparent as possible that I can be as to how I work, my current workflows, how you can leverage off of that, all of the winners, all of that good stuff. The main thing to understand is here, from this moment on, it's go time. The competition has started. People are submitting their homeworks. It's go time. So every single time you finish that day, start the work, because I can promise you there are people inside this community who are on this and are working the second I finish the live stream. So if you want any chance to go ahead and actually win this challenge, you need to work for this. Now, somebody goes, will this YouTube video still be available on YouTube? Yes. Every single day, you will have access to all of these videos. They will remain on the YouTube channel. And if you lose the video at any point, all you need to do is go to the classroom, go to 5-Day AI Agent SaaS Challenge, go down here, and you guys can see, firstly, we have the video here. You guys can see the video link here, or you can simply go to the viewing room where you will have everything in one consolidated location. You have the day 1 video, you have the all the steps, you have the homework submission links, everything is tracked and, put together really, really well. Okay. So somebody says, tomorrow, do we have to copy you line by line, or do we have to do different homework than what you will do? So essentially tomorrow, I'm going to introduce the part of the build that essentially, which is going to be the foundation, the pricing, and the authentication. So of course you have to build it to that point, but if you go above and beyond, you will just get bonus points. So if you go above and beyond and introduce Clerk elements, if you go above and beyond and add in your own custom entitlements or plans in Schematic. So for example, I'm going to introduce starter plan and creator plan. If you introduce, for example, a enterprise plan or whatever you want to do, you're going to get bonus points for that, right? So essentially, as long as you go ahead and introduce it into your app, anything which is a bonus on your app, we're going to play with your deployed apps. We're going to see your deployed apps and we're going to give you bonus points for it. This is a full-fledged challenge. It takes a huge amount of work. And all I ask is that you simply destroy that like button. So that way you can go ahead and, push this video to other developers out there. I think we're good. Jay, I think we're good to wrap up on day one. Guys, does the landing page get custom bonus? Yes. If you do an awesome job of your landing page, you will get a custom bonus as well. Let me give a little demonstration of this right now. So again, this is the landing page that we come up with. Again, I want you guys to build your own custom landing pages, your own goodness, stuff like that. And also I want to mention, somebody goes, I had an issue setting up Schematic. I don't have a business email and I can't proceed. So I'm going to run you through it. If you come into that issue, do not worry. You do not need an actual business email. So if you click on sign up right now, let's go ahead and get sign up right now. So I'm going to sign up. Let's go ahead and just pop in an email address. I'm just going to pop in, for example, an email right now. So let's just pop in an example one. I'm going to pop in a password. And then once we're through, guys, you will get an email verification code sent to your email. So I'm just going to go ahead and verify my email and I will show you how you can sign up. If you don't have a, obviously if it says business email, you don't need the business email. You just use your personal email. And if you don't have a business name, just put your own name. It's completely fine. That's completely cool. I spoke to them before this and everything is completely fine to do that. So at this point, I'm going to verify myself. So I'm now logged in and you guys can see once we get here, just simply pop in your name, Sonny Sangha. Pop in your company name. If you don't have a company name, just do your name. It's completely fine. Sonny Sangha. For the company URL, if you don't have a company URL, you don't have your own URL, it's completely okay. This is more of a formality here. What I recommend you do is you could simply just put in the challenge URL. So you can put www.papareact.com/challenge. That's fine. Put in your role. Where did you hear about us? You can say Sonny's challenge, right? Or whatever you want to do, create account. Okay, and once you get past this page, you will go through and get set up. Okay, so I hope that helped you guys out. You can go ahead and see immediately. You'll go to the quick start guides and you can see, oh, this is amazing. I use Stripe for billing, connect Stripe and so forth. And this is essentially what we'll be doing tomorrow. And you can actually see here, this is the quick start guide that you will likely see, where if you go set up plans, features, and we're going to run through this step by step tomorrow, where we're going to set up the plans, features and limits in Stripe, and then we're going to import them into our Schematic. Then we're going to build the customer portal, and you guys can feel free to play around with yourself by heading to the component section. These are all the pre-built components you can just get access to. It's really awesome. And then you have the install steps right over here, right? So I'm going to run you through his hand. I'm going to hold your hand step by step throughout each day. Do not worry. Andrea goes, that's a super video tutorial, guys. Whoever's asking this guy is from another level. I appreciate you so much, dude. Thank you. How we check the homework links via AI agents. I wish we actually manually go through every submission and we check. Trust me. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. We actually go through everything. Me and Jay sit here. We just don't stop working for 5 days. I can tell you that. There's just nothing but challenge for the next 5 days. So my entire week is dedicated to you guys, and it has been dedicated to you guys for the last 2 weeks. I've just been doing this behind the scenes constantly to build you the most valuable app possible. So as I mentioned before, guys, this is the 5-day AI agent SaaS challenge. I'm going to end this the only way I know how to. And remember, guys, the biggest thing that I can recommend is if you want those bonus points, make sure you go into the description of today's video and you go and use those links. Let me go ahead and get them on the screen right now so you guys can make sure that you I want you to get those points. So in this case, I'm just going to go over here and give you the bonus links right now so you guys can make sure that you leverage all of those massive bonus points and winnings. Well, firstly, they're in the description, so you guys can see it in the description for yourself. But otherwise, here you go, guys. Here's the links. Make sure you implement Schematic through our link, schematichq.com/PapaReact. And you should see the Papa React banner at the top of the website, as well as the Clerk link right here. So you can go ahead and find these links over in the description down below or on the screen right now. You guys can see for yourself. A massive shout out to both Clerk and Schematic for making this possible. You guys are absolutely awesome. The Papa fam appreciates you guys, as well as all the devs. You guys know who you are. We've got Ryan, Finn, all of them. Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure working with them. And guys, get ready to absolutely crush it for the next 5 days. Lock in, give me your time, stay up late, do what you have to do to get these submissions in. This is going to be a massive, massive, massive challenge, and I want every single one of you to absolutely succeed and crush this. So make sure you go ahead and sign up to the event in the description. Here, you'll be getting everything via email. Go over to the school community, be a part of this community, be a part of the energy that we have. This is what it's about. Okay, guys? With that said, it's your boy Papa React, and I will see you in day 2 of the 5-day AI Agent SaaS challenge. Let's get it, Papa fam. Boom. See you then, guys. I'm going to drop a Loom after this right now in the University of Code school community. So any questions you have, feel free to go inside there, ask away. I'm literally at your service for the next 5 days. I appreciate you guys. I love all of you. Smash this challenge, win the MacBook Pro, win the KA keyboard, and all the mentorship that goes along with it. I'll see you in day 2 of the challenge. Let's go. Boom. Little reminder, this is what we're going to be building. Where is it? I don't know where it is. This day 2 challenge. I will see you there. Let's get it, guys. Peace.